Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Speed Force races tonight for GP4 here at the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm your host tonight, Cod Oliver, and full of many commentators tonight. I've got a newcomer tonight in, well, he's actually one of my best friends in rallying and of course in F1 and every single game, and he never leaves me alone. No, only kidding. He's my Alfa Romeo teammate in another league, and it's Ryan Matey.
Good evening all.
Good evening all. So yes, we're in the Japanese Grand Prix for tonight, and hopefully we're going to get another good race tonight. Singapore was good. Russia was good. As unfortunately I couldn't broadcast it because of internet issues. But looks like the internet and the servers are all good tonight, so we can get a proper stream in for you guys to watch. So, Ryan, the Japanese Grand Prix, any thoughts about the track?
I find it tricky. First few S-bends are pretty tricky to get round. I might use the back end quite easily. Yeah, it's a fair pretty... It's hard, but only in certain places. I'm sure there'll be a few accidents.
Hopefully, yeah. If it's anything like the reserve race last night, and then I had another dreadful one, and in Japan, not one of my favourite circuits to drive on, but hopefully it's not. Hopefully, all the drivers are coping with this track tonight, and of course, we're going to be going into the drivers' standings for going into tonight's event, and we'll be starting off, of course, with the driver's standings. If my phone likes to cooperate with me and actually get into the standings, there we go. Just waiting for it to load. So let's go into the driver's standings for GP4. Well, of course, we had to start off with Senna tonight because he could win the championship tonight again. He didn't do it last time in Russia, but he's going to give a good go tonight. If he can win the championship in Japan, that'd be very special because most of the title wins were won in Japan. I think the last time that an F1 driver won in Japan was Sebastian Vettel in 2011, I believe. So he's the last time he won the championship in Japan. S-Gamer and Broomy are next up to take on Senna to try and stop him to win this championship, of course. They succeeded the last race to see if they could do it again. Luke is in 4th, Topics is in 5th, along with his Alfa Romeo teammate DCG is in 6th. Rad G, Senna's teammate, will be 7th. He will try and give him a hand to win this championship tonight. Shadowbrin, who's in P8. Xander is in P9, with Pro Oliver in P10. James Hook is in P11. The G-Man is in P12 after another good result in Russia. Psychomich is in P13 along with Tommy in P14. Sonny Hawk is in P15. Andy Dan and Podge, the both Ferraris, are 16 and 17 in their positions. Gislodian is in P18. Badger is in P19. And Harry Lever Speed is in P20. That is your standings going into your driver standings going into this Grand Prix. So we're going into the constructors. So give me a second. We're almost there. Okay, so the standings for GP4 going into Japan. Renault is in 1st, along with Red Bull in 2nd, along with Alfa Romeo and McLaren and Haas in 3rd, 4th and 5th. 4th, 5th and 6th. Ferrari's in P7, Toro Rosso's in P8, Racing Point is in P9, and Mercedes is in P10. So Ryan, big question is, can Senna finally win this GP4 championship tonight? And is it going to be today, or is it going to be pushed on to the next race?
Oh, in the form he's in at the moment, I'd like to see finish it tonight. I don't see any reason he can't.
I think Senna sent me a message actually on Facebook. Actually, I think he sent me a message on Messengers about the permutations for this is 4 possibilities. He can have 4 possibilities actually to win this championship. He says this: if he doesn't get in the points, well, I think I don't. He said if I don't finish in the points and I won it, I win it if X Gamer finishes 6th or lower and Broomy finishes 5th or lower. If they both not finish on the podium, I win it if I finish 7th or better. If X Gamer finishes 3rd, I beat him with 7th. If he is 2nd, I have to be 5th, and if he wins, I need to be 2nd. If Broomy finishes 3rd, I beat him with 8th. If he is in P2, I need to be 6th, and if he wins, I have to finish on the podium. So a lot of positions tonight, very complex actually. Done trying to remember all of this, but there you go. That's them. That's the permutation for Senna. I don't know. I have to see if he. I might not remember all of that, you know, knowing me and my memory, but you know. But we are going to qualifying, of course. So Ryan, strategy for Japan. What's the best strategy for the Japanese Grand Prix?
Probably going to be a medium hard, I'd say. One stop. If possible, you can do aggressive, and I'd say it'd probably be a soft, medium, or you could make it a medium, soft, if you wanted to. Depends how fast you can go on the mediums and the Q2.
Sai says, have a good. Sai says, good luck. Have a good one, Oliver and Ryan. He says, good luck. Senna says, good luck on comms. That's for you, Ryan. Good luck to the comms. Thank you, Xander. Senna says, can Ryan get his voice a bit louder?
I'm afraid that's as loud as it's going to
get. Racing Pod says, have a good one, Oliver and Ryan. And so yeah, everyone's wishing us good luck for the commentary tonight. So yeah, we'll have fun together. We usually have banter anyway.
Try and make it good.
Yeah. So yes, S Gamer needs 10 points on Senna and Broomy needs 12. So my maths is not that great, but you know, that's me for you. So let's get the tyres up, let's get the track up. Right, there we go. Okay, Daniel said it's going to be a dry race throughout and out. Do I need to guess who is the first one out of qualifying? Of course,
it's going to be Tom.
It's Tom again. It's Mr. Shadowbrin starting us off, as he always does.
2 Alphas behind him. I think it's a Haas and Mercedes.
So what I think in my mind, right? Because you'll be racing here on Tuesday. So yeah, so you'll be racing here on Tuesday, and of course the nature of the circuit is really much a driver circuit, but it's I think the most important part of the track is definitely the first sector, especially for the S section.
Yeah, the S section easily lose the back end on if you don't take it right. The rest of the track's pretty easy.
And Need for Speed has spun already, and as we mentioned, in the first part of the lap, well, the first part of the section.
That doesn't want that scrubbing the softs off already.
So yeah, so hopefully they've been having loads of practice around the circuit. I certainly didn't. I paid the price for it, but my car has like 0 pace as it is. So let's have a look at
the mediums. Going for a medium lap.
I think it's like a banker lap in my opinion, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's really much a banker. Yeah. There's been loads. Mason says, "Go G-Man." So yeah, Mason's supporting the G-Man tonight.
Driving Mercedes.
Of course, he's in great form ever since he came to the championship, and he's been extraordinary pace, extraordinary consistency. Let's see what Tom could do in the Williams.
Main straight.
Yeah, so let's have a look what Tom does going into turns 1 and 2. Very good flowing corner, I think, turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, you get the braking right in current speed through. Good there.
So let's see what you can do in the S's. First part, bit wide, tucks the car in.
He's a bit too close to the curve there.
Very nice and neat and tidy, and there you go. Nicely done on the exit. Off he goes. This is pretty much one
of this.
Yeah.
To get the braking right, clip the curve perfect.
Nice and neat and tidy there from Tom. Now this is a difficult break as well, because you're braking and turning at the same time at this point now. Now you're turning in for the hairpin.
Actually oversteering the exit, nicely held.
Now it's going down this long right-hander towards the iconic Spoon corner.
Yeah, we've got Energy Dan just starting his hot lap on the softs. And we've got Sonic Hawk also as well on his fast lap.
It's a nice and tidy lap there for Tom. As he always, Shadow Brendan always goes out first. It's nature, really, for qualifying, really. He loves to go out first and show what everyone he can do. Knocking out the cap. And that's Harry. That's Harry. Harry's out. Where did Harry retire? It's the S section. It's the last S. It's been the major casualty, and that's Harry out to qualifying. That's a real shame for Harry there. Big blow for him. He always started last on the grid. Unfortunately for him, that's going to be a blow. And so the G-Man will have to do the work. The G-Man has to work on his own now for Mercedes here in qualifying. That's a big, massive blow there to Harry.
So Tom's lap he did on means 131. Just a good lap. He's going to need to maybe do a 130. He almost loses it on the S's there.
The G-Man Topic says P1 and mobile with 129.1. Where is Senna? Senna just crossed the line with 129.5. So
that's on the mediums as well. So he's definitely got more pace in him.
Oh, definitely. So let's have a look. Anyone else on the lap? Let's have a look at NEC Dan.
Tom's currently out on another lap on the mediums.
NEC Dan's about to finish his. NEC Dan in the Ferrari. He's about to finish his lap off now, and it goes into P7 with a 131.2. It's a good lap there from Dan. Here comes Psycho Mitch in the McLaren towards 130R. High speed corner. Tuck's going well. Here comes Psycho Mitch into the chicane. Bit wide in the first part. Trying to get the car nice and tidy now. Watch that bump on the exit there. And into the straight. But 132.7. So he goes into P10. Xander's now on his lap. In the Toro Rosso. Ryan Van Doom, Ryan Van Doom is going to P3 for 129.7. So obviously in the Racing Point.
Pro Oliver on the hot lap as well.
Let's have a look where Pro Oliver is. In the other Racing Point. He's 7 seconds off his time. Is he on a fly? I don't think he is on a fire. I don't know.
He's got his DRS cranked all the way up, so it looks like he's on a fast lap.
He's into Spoon Corner, so...
Oh, I think we have Badger spun out in Sector 2.
Let's have a look where Badger is. P7, Badger... Nope, Badger's fine. Yeah, I think Badger...
He was spun round. Yellow flag and he grass on his tyres, unless he moved out of the way for a car.
He must have moved out of the way, and his lat's invalidated as well, so... That's a shame for Badger there. Psycho Mitch now, funny enough, Psycho Mitch is on the hards.
Good lap there from Pro Oliver, 129.6. See what Psycho Mitch can let his hards do. He's going up to the last chicane. Good brake edge.
It's not the chicane I have the problem about, it's the bump on the exit. That's what I have a problem with. This game is sometimes is unrealistic. Oh, he's going in.
He's going in the pits.
So, yeah, I was about to say, it's the bump on the exit of the chicane is what I have a real problem with this game. Because if you watch real Formula 1 in real life, I hope they fixed it for this year's game. Harry's left the session, he has to come back to the session if he's got a connection problem. So yeah, I don't know about you, Ryan, but the bump at the exit of the chicane is so unrealistic in my point of view.
Yeah, they've got a lot of feedback from the F1 drivers this year. So hopefully they can improve it in the next game.
Which I'm really looking forward to for the next game. It looks a lot more better, and it looks a lot more better by fixing Spain, and Zandvoort's going to be a new circuit which we can't wait to race on for next season. Here comes the G-Man.
Be interesting as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Hanoi and Zandvoort we're going to next season, of course. The G-Man goes into P6 on the medium tyres.
Well, P7 now, Hookie's just done 131 on mediums.
Well done to James Hook there. Very well done for James Hook. James Hook is in very good fine form, actually, in the Williams. Showing very good form, very good pace at the moment in the Williams. So let's hope he keeps up that consistency. DCG, who's our reigning world champion for GP4, he's on an outlap. He won't be that very soon when Senna wins that championship, but he still remains that #1 driver at the moment.
Mad G coming out on the mediums, just doing his out lap.
Yeah, it's on his out lap.
The softs now to do a soft lap. He wants to get up high on the board.
So no drivers here at the moment, on the lap at the moment. We're still in the second part, very early second part of qualifying. There's usually 3 parts to qualify because to 18 minutes. You do your banker lap and then you usually do your 2 flyers. But it also comes down to nature how long the circuit is. It depends.
SRL Tommy on a lap on mediums.
Where's Tommy at? There he is.
Around the back of the circuit on the
he's coming into Spoon now. That is the, I think it's Sonic Hawk moving out of the way. No, it's the
Toro Rosso. He's only got 1.9 litres of fuel there, so he's really going for a fast lap. Running the fuel tank.
So he's got a very light car, as Tommy, so see how he does in the racing point, of course. His teammate Pro Oliver is, of course, in that third place at moment 1:29.6. That's where Tommy wants to be at the moment. Here comes Tommy now. Tommy goes. It goes into P6 for a 1:30.1. So well done to Tommy there. Racing point looking very racy today. Senna's still in the garage. So let's have a look on the lap.
Another pair of softs.
X Gamer's on the lap. Let's have a look how X Gamer does. Hasn't got that much deployment yet left on his Red Bull.
Yeah, he's used the hot lap the whole way round. It's going to really go increase the deployment rate. See if he gets the break point right. Yep, just after the 100 metre board. It's a good exit. He's going to hit the bump.
Oh, that was a nasty violent bump there as well. My goodness. And X Gamer goes to... What a lap from X Gamer. Brilliant lap.
He's of course one on a hot lap now though, so he may beat him.
Oh, he's went a bit oversteering. He was a bit oversteering into the S's. Yeah, I was just spotted that as well. He went a bit wild into the. He's spun! He's lost it! He's lost it! Tomix has lost
Hopefully
it!
He doesn't hit the barrier to cause him any damage.
He's not out qualifying. Don't forget, if it was a real F1 car, he'll definitely be out. He's looking at the game. It's not that realistic as it is, but. My goodness, there's a nasty spin for Topics there.
Yeah, that was very close. He's very lucky to still be on track.
Broomy's on a lap.
Yeah, just a bit of oversteer there just causes you to catch the grass and just watch you straight off.
The grass in this track is really, you know, very auto-spinny when it comes to this circuit. Of course, you're turning and using the throttle at the same time. It's really difficult to actually keep the car on track when you touch the grass when you're turning. It's really tricky. It's very hard to catch a spin.
Some of these yellow flags might just be cars moving out of the way. I think they've just got energy dam moving out the way. So
Brumi is 2/10 faster than his previous times. It's not his fastest times, but of course he's pushing on his soft lap.
He was almost close to getting a track limit there.
Very close there from Brumi. Brumi takes the very short line and he stays P6. Where's Senna at? Here's our #1 driver in GP4, the Sandman, gunning for his first GP4 championship.
Carrying so much speed down there.
Senna's unbelievable this season. He's lost it! What a save that from Senna though! What a save from Senna! Brilliant save.
Looks like that corner's going to be catching a lot of people out. Like I say, just lose the grip so easily and carrying the speed through.
My goodness.
Slide. Great catch there from Senna. You might have to pit though for some new softs. They might have scrubbed a little bit on the oversteer.
Oh, definitely. So we've got Pro Oliver on a lap now. He's in P4 at the moment. Heart in the mouth moment there for Senna. Very heart in the mouth moment there. Evening, Adam. Welcome. Just look at some of the comments. It says, Lee Carroll says he's the owner. He says, my money is on Topics for tonight. He looked very good in the practice sessions I was in with him. Well, fair enough up there from Lee. Saying that Topics could get the Harry's internet today. It's not been the kindest of days. I know exactly how that feels.
Watching Pro Oliver now, I think he's on a hot lap, but it looks like he's run out of fuel. He's got the red warning sign. I think he says he's got 0.8 litres left in the tank. Whether or not that will get him round to the finish line, if he's in max fuel rich mode.
Very strange there for Pro Oliver, but
I think he is on an in lap. Maybe he's just rushing to get back in the pits, get some new tyres on.
Let's have a look. James Hook's in P9. But 130.1, of course. Where's top?
Yellow flag in sector 1.
That's the one in the Alphas. I think it's DCG. No, Hook. James Hook's retired.
Is there Williams?
That's James Hook. What happened to James Hook?
He's come off. He's come off just on the right-hand corner, just going into sector 2.
That's a real shame for James Hook, man. I mean, he looked so good in qualifying. He was looking so good in qualifying. He's gone to the spot where Hamilton had a very nasty accident. Of course, and some other drivers as well. That's a real shame for James Hook there. Tough break.
Recent Porsche coming out on a fresh pair of softs.
Oh, DCG went very wide at the end of that right-hander where James Hook had a bit of an off. So, and to be aware of that. So, yeah.
Got another yellow flag in. Oh, it's just I can't pronounce his name.
It's Tommy.
Pronounce it Solodian.
Gislodian, yeah. So yeah, so DCG is about Luke has rejoined the session. Welcome, Luke. Welcome back to the racetrack. Let's see if you can try and stay in to the end of this Grand Prix. That'd be great to see. We've got 3 minutes and 20 minutes to go here in qualifying, and X Gamer is currently on pole.
Oh, we have a car coming off in sector 1. It's Ryan Van Doomen. He's out.
Van Doomen is out of qualifying in the S's, and that is bad news for that driver, really. I don't know what car he's driving. I think he's driving from McLaren. It's Haas.
Yeah, it's the Haas.
And Sonic Horse led the session. Unfortunate for him.
Going wrong. 3 drivers out already in quali. That's not looking good for the race.
Migrating host. So who's out? Hookie's out of the session. We've got Ryan Van Doomen out. Badger's out now. Badger's out of the session.
Well.
Oh goodness me, Dan has left the session as well. Oh dear, I don't know what's going on now, but everyone's leaving the session. Everyone's leaving the session now.
I hope everything's still okay.
I hope everything's still okay. Van Doomen's left the session. There's been a non-driving a car, we'll explain later. Let's have a look at what's happening on Discord, because I need to have a look at what is happening in the chats. I think
it looks like we might be restarting.
Let's have a look. Right, so yeah, we'll go for a session restart. It's a session restart.
That's a good there for Hookie, Badger, Ryan Van Doomen and Need for Speed. They'll get to do their laps again.
So qualifying will restart now. Engine down and said qualifying is going to restart. So we had to leave the session. Exit. We got to leave and we had to wait for a restart. So right now, at Schema, it's looking very pretty at the moment as we go to another. Schema looks very pretty actually in P1. I must admit, he looks like one of the favourites to actually win this Grand Prix today. So we're just waiting on an invite as well. Some of the drivers are not happy with the restart. Anything said non-driver in a car, we'll explain later. So it's been a non-driver in a car that it should not be in, but unfortunately something we can't have here in this championship. I see, yeah. Okay, that's understandable. Okay, so that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. Senna's very confused. So, so yeah, looks like the pole time, Ryan. We've had a 120. I think the guys can get into sneak in at 128 if possible.
Yeah, some pretty good lap times there. So it's going to be, I'd say, for a pole laps 128, very late 129 possibly. It's only 2/10 to find on the track, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
So the race will have to be delayed. Of course, we were supposed to have the race in like 10 minutes at 8 o'clock, but looks like we're gonna have a delayed start. We were supposed to be finishing from 9 o'clock actually. So yeah, I had to say it's a bit of confusion, but it's all good here. At least we get to spend some time with each other, eh, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, I love spending time with you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Cheeky fella. So I suppose, Ryan, have you already made your debut in GP3, have you, or?
Yeah, I've made my debut. The race didn't go to plan really. A bit of a pit stop strategy went wrong. But hopefully tomorrow I can do a bit better.
So what do you make of the drivers in GP3 then, in your point of view then?
Yeah, they're all looking pretty consistent. I had a few drivers out, but like I say, Japan is a hard track, and a lot of people coming from the Estes, the hardest part of the track. That's just down to it's not you know, it's a hard part of the track. It's even the best people come off there.
So look at the comments to see what someone been invited there. So yeah, so let's have a look. So look what the comments are saying. So so what division is this? It's GP4, my friend.